Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to where are we? We're in at Namaste Village. We're in heaven, first and foremost. We are one. We are here together as one. And this morning, I had an interesting experience that I want to share. And it's really just a collection of what felt like disjointed ideas and experiences that I'm not sure if they're going to go together or not, but we'll see. First, I woke up wondering what it was that I was meant to teach you this morning. And I felt this weight. Like, uh-oh, what am I supposed to teach? What am I supposed to do this morning? Until I realized the problem, the idea that I'm here to teach you anything. Now, the truth is, we're only teaching ourselves, right? We teach what we most need and want to learn. So, who is it that is here to receive the lesson? It is moi, it is me. So, as soon as I put you out there thinking that you don't have something that I have to give to you, do you see the dilemma? In this way, I am not being truly helpful. Because to be truly helpful means I choose to see you where you are, who you are, as you are. Perfect, whole, and complete, no matter what, right here, right now. That's the only thing I need to teach. And it has nothing to do with words. It has nothing to do with ideas and concepts. Yes, maybe once in a while I come up here and I'm brilliant. Okay. I mean, that does happen, granted. However, even in those moments, it really is just about the vibrancy of presence that grabs us and holds us and lifts us. So what I did immediately, I felt the weight of that worry. I've never had this before where I woke up worrying about what I was meant to share in the morning. I usually just open and let it come. But I immediately texted Vicky and said, "Why don't you start things off today? Why don't you and I'll follow you, and so I'll give you the responsibility of teaching everyone what they don't know and what they need to learn." Once again, I felt the rub. I felt the resistance, because that is resistance. The idea that there's anyone out there outside of me that needs to be taught, that needs to learn, it is the one that needs to learn is me. And as I was thinking about this, suddenly I had an image, and it was a strange image that I've never had before, or an idea really. And I saw in my mind an ancient ocean explorer who decides to get in his ship and try to see how far it is from the land to where the earth drops off. Because of course the earth is flat. You all know that, right? So he wanted to see exactly how far that was. He was going to measure the distance. Hopefully he wasn't going to go over the edge himself, but he wanted to see where the edge was. Okay. So he gets into a ship and he begins to sail. And he starts to get really nervous when he loses sight of the land. Now, this is very distressing, because he always thought that as soon as he lost sight of the land, that's where the edge would be. But he decides to keep going. So he keeps going. He goes for days. In fact, he's been sailing for weeks, and he still hasn't found the edge of the world. Anybody have any idea what that means? No. I was reflecting on it later, because the meaning didn't come to me right away. But I realized that as long as we are searching for the edge of the divine, of God, or of me, of who I am, it's really a circle. And I could go forever and I'm never going to reach the edge because there is no edge. There is no end. I would just keep going and I would keep moving across the planet, right? And it was one of those hidden lessons that, and I think it came from the idea that there was something to teach. There's nothing to teach except that there's no edge, there's no end. And then I arrived here at Namaste Village and I looked at the lesson of the day. The gift of Christ is all I seek today. And when I saw that, it sent me into this deep experience of bliss because I realized that's all I need. I don't need to try and teach you something that I think you don't have, that you need. I don't need to be out there searching for the edge of anything or the end of something else. All I need to do is to set my sight on one thing, the gift of Christ. That's all I seek today. So then the question became, well, what is the gift of Christ? How would I describe or know what that is? And then, of course, the answer was immediate and obvious. The gift of Christ is always love. And isn't that the only thing that's left to be taught, to be shared? I'm not here to give you some new concept or some new way of looking at the world or trying to find the edge of reality. I'm here just to love. And the vibrancy of that gift, which is the only gift that I seek, becomes the only gift that is received by both of us. So that's where this little interesting labyrinth led me this morning. Not knowing, feeling the weight of wondering what I should teach, realizing that there's nothing to teach. All there is to do is to love one another. That's it. And whatever happens from that is what happens from that. All I know is that it's going to be vibrant. So when I come out here, even at the breakfast table, or when we sat down here at session, and I could feel the joy just bubbling up and emanating from this beautiful community, I realized this is what it's really all about. There's nothing left but that, just to love, love, love. So with that in mind, it's a very simple lesson. I don't want to overtalk it. I don't need to say more than that. I'm going to let Vicky do that.
Oh, wow. Good morning.
Good morning.
Everybody. That's great. Well, I got the text and I said, oh, you got to say yes. The idea is you're never ready. And but what are we ready or not ready for? We're only ready to be here now in love. Isn't that it? So I figured, oh, yep, I'm here ready to love. So I hit the button and said, sure, I'll do it. And it's true. I've had that kind of feeling for years in the past, not so much here. In fact, this has been a place of letting go of that belief because we joined together in like letting go of everything that's been in the way of love. That's really it. That's what every issue is, something that's been in the way of love, some kind of attachment, some kind of goal, some kind of belief. I have to get this done. I have to go there. And when we're willing to show up now and only love, there's no more, the burden of responsibility is gone because there is no burden that is ever been given us. We decided to make it a big burden to be on our own, take care of ourselves. We made it up. And the undoing of that now does seem to be a burden. We look around and there's a letting go of that belief that we're in charge, we're responsible, we better figure this out, we better know where to go, what to do. It's that letting go, but all that letting go can only happen right now. And the moment it happens in is the moment to be here for no other reason other than to love. I was remembering last night that I was in a group many, many years ago, one of our traditional kind of sacred circles of Course in Miracles or whatever it was, could have been anything. And someone went around and asked the question, why are you here? Really, like, why are you here? And in the Course in Miracles, Jesus does say, he says, no one came here without some lingering belief that some illusion outside of himself would satisfy him, make him happy. No one is here that didn't have that thought in mind, whatever it might be, a relationship, a career, a child, whatever it is. And all of us had that. And I had one of those holy instant moments. And it just popped out of me. And when it came to me, I said, I'm here to love. Like nothing else. And I realized in that moment was a full experience of what I'm not here for. I'm not here for all the reasons my life was set up for. I'm not here for any of them. And that now I see, this is what, 20, 25 years, 30, I don't know, a long time later, I'm looking at all of the places that have let go, where I don't need to be, where the attachment is okie dokie, it's okay, whatever, take it or leave it. They've all been let go. And I would bet you that that's a common experience. That's why the focus now is getting clearer. If we have a body pain or a situation, a relationship problem, whatever it is, it's not, what are the solutions so much as, oh, this is a moment to love. So I guess I have to start with myself. How do I love? Love is acceptance. Love is seeing the beauty. Love is resting in it. Love isn't something that we do or go get or we have to figure out. It can figure us out, as James often says, and it will. It figures us out and brings us into every moment fresh with that enthusiasm that you felt this morning, James, when you looked around and saw what a reflection of your mind, that everyone was reflecting the joy of loving now, nothing else. And that's what makes a party, because there's no other agenda in the way. But in time where we find ourselves, when there seems to be something in the way, it's a good idea to take a look at it. Doesn't help to run away from it, because that just solidifies it more. So when something comes up, and you did a great job, Brother James, I'm really, really great example for all of us. Just look right at it and accept it and say, okay, this is my thought. And instead of denying it or trying to justify it, just look at it. And if it isn't full of love, the silliness of it, the absurdity of it, becomes relatively clear, if not crystal clear, because love isn't complicated. And we all know that. So we help each other by reflecting back a simple purpose, that we're here to love. And everything that's been in the way is going to show up just like it is collectively. But instead of figuring any of it out, we just recognize those were the old mistaken ideas. And now they're up for letting go, up for release. Let them go. That's all the time and space is set for. I was reading, I told you about this latest book I've been looking at, The Age of the Heart by Sebastian Blakeslee. And it's really a trumpet call to this realization of who we are, one in love, one in creation. It's a trumpet call to happy, holy oneness. And he sets it up very nicely. He took this as a dictation from Jesus, he felt, and he's just describing how we've come of age to simply make the choice to love. And that simple choice, when we turn to love, we don't turn to my idea of love. That's what's been in the way of love. And it turns out to be what looks like, show me. God is in charge. Spirit, everything, love is in charge, not a being of a separate God. Love is in charge. And show me what that looks like. And give ourselves wholly to that. Are we ready to give ourselves body and soul? It's a total commitment. Yes, I see that, Judy. We're ready. We're ready. And we help each other every day be presently ready. And that's where the celebration comes, because if we can see through it for ourselves, see our innocence, see all the silly mistakes, the reasons we came here to get something we thought would be, tinsel and gold, and instead we found out, oops, that's a mistake. We came here to love. And then all the old stuff in this book, Sebastian calls it the dark night of the soul. And it is, because that's what we're looking at culturally. We're looking at a dark night of the soul, which is the dark night of misbeliefs that have been buried, coming to the surface to be chosen again, to not choose those, to choose only love. And that's the place we're in. And it's not something you do once and done. It's all day, every day. And that's yesterday. I really loved our Silent Wednesdays, because I won't do this on my own, but because we were doing it together, because I know you guys and Ahihi do it, and some of you do it on Zoom. It makes it fun. Not even that I have another voice to talk to, because it's learning to listen to the one voice. But the support of knowing we're doing this in tandem together brings it to life. So I'm listening and listening for the sounds of love, sounds from the birds and the trees, and I don't make any calls on my own, but I answer every call. So who calls me, or where I'm requested, or whatever, I respond to. But I really make an effort. And this is how I'm learning that love is the guide. When we say, Father, thy will be done, my Father and I are one. Surrender, Dorothy. Here I am, dear God, take me. All of that just means you let love lead me. I'm not going to be the one that leads this parade anymore. I'm just willing to be grateful, to show up and know just that one simple thing. I'm here to love. And I recognize it, and I really see the reflection of it all around me every morning here, which speeds me every day on my way, so that I can see it in places that don't look like it's particularly loving. Today I'm on my way to the airport. I'm flying to Bangor. We're going to a big Greek festival, big Greek ball. And sometimes in airports, it may not always look like everyone's there to love, but it only takes me, because I'm the dreamer of the dream, not a dream being dreamt by anyone else. So I'll go to love and take every step that love guides me on. And that's all we're doing together. Okay, Brother James, that's it. Thank you very
All right.
much. I love you all.
Oh, we love you. Thank you, Vicky. As you were sharing, a line from the Course kept coming into my mind, which is, salvation is a game happy children play. And that's what I'm feeling here today. We're all happy children, just playing the game of salvation, which is really just the game of letting go of any other goal other than love. And it really becomes so simple and so obvious and so clear and so happy. That's the energy that I'm feeling here today at Namaste Village, and with all of you throughout the whole world who are with us. There's just this buoyancy that just lifts us above all of these ideas and concepts, and just lifts us into heaven. So that being said, so tomorrow Scott is going to be sharing the session, so I'm excited to hear what he has to share. And he's over sitting in his chair going like this, trying to get my attention, which usually means, yes, I saw you the whole time. I was just ignoring you. So I'm going to invite Scott to come up, and he's going to close us with a song. So come on up, Scott.
Today's talk was so full of rich messages. I thought it would be fun to invite you guys to tell me some of your favorites. And I'll put them all together, most of them together in a song.
Love, speed me on my way every day.
Okay, that's the beginning. Also, we were discovering at Namaste Village that we may have our first Namaste Village product, which was create spiritual messages in fortune cookies and put them out into the world with maybe gluten-free flour and stevia, and just like have this whole new, and then whatever money we make, we can put into beautifying our village.
Salvation cookies.
Salvation cookies. So what are some of the fortune cookies in the talk today by James and Vicky that might belong in a song?
This is what it is to be awake, to be vibrant and happy no matter what.
Okay, boy, that's enough. Otherwise, I'm going to get overwhelmed and nothing's going to come out. So,
Oneness.
okay, thank you. Okay, and that's enough. This is what it means to be awake. Stop worrying about making mistakes. Let your mind and heart resonate with grace. 'Cause God does not see you falling on your face. She sees you vibrant and happy all the time. Doesn't even notice what's going on in your home. Just sees you vibrant and happy, 'cause that is the truth. And when you're ready, that's how you will see you. See you as vibrant and happy every day. 'Cause we're happy children here to play. And love's the only message we can ever teach. Love is the only thing we came to earth to preach. That's why James' message today was rather short. Because he's the only one each morning to be taught. And that's why I nor James can do any wrong. That's why I'm gonna choose to end this song. Wow.
You. This is going to be a good day. I can feel it. It's a good day. So thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful day. And we say together, Amen, Amen, Amen. Ifunjo. We love you. Namaste.
Love you. See you
you
tomorrow,
tomorrow.
everybody.
Take
Love
love.
you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Keep